majority of the orchestra members come to the rehearsal very early. They are on stage warming up 30 minutes before rehearsal starts. And when I came into the first rehearsal here, everybody was there when I came here 10 minutes before the rehearsal. And that it never happens in United States. And I told them once I attended the rehearsal of New York Philharmonic, and until 1 minute before the actual rehearsal time, only 5 to 10 people are on stage. So it looked like magic. Everybody showed up in 1 minute, and the rehearsal started on time. I can tell orchestra musicians love music, and which is not always easy to do once you choose it as your profession. That becomes your job. Sometimes you don't like your job, but you do it because it is job. It's probably same for any kind of profession. Yes, but they still enjoy their job and music making, and they worked very hard for me, so I am very happy with orchestra. I came to Poland about 20 years ago to compete in the competition, conducting competition in Katowice, and I was interested in coming back to Poland anyway. I was surprised. It was so much change. It was 20 years ago, and I was a lot younger, but it was just after communism collapsed. Mm-hmm. So, but still many things were like old-fashioned. Yes, this is my 5th day in here, so it's hard to really compare, but I see a lot more American cars, German cars, Japanese cars, and the people are wearing nicer clothes. And the biggest change I found is people are smiling. It's very beautiful, and it is little too small for full-size orchestra, but the acoustics is rather dry, so I think it functions perfectly. And the orchestra can rehearse here, so they can make their balance during the rehearsal. So often, particularly like in England and in Japan, many orchestras have very small rehearsal hall, and they rehearse there, and they go to the hall just before the performance. So the balance of orchestra completely changes in the hall. But since they rehearse here, they know the hall very well. So, and I find that this is wonderful. This was not actually my idea, my manager's idea. He wanted to put one American piece in the program, and he got in touch with Maestro Chuzanowski, and he agreed for this piece. So for conductor, it happens often, like concerto or some piece, premiere performance in certain area, certain country. Those are already in the program. So I just agreed to conduct. We talked about making program around this piece. So that's part of the reason we picked Chadwick. It's American piece, and it is actually romantic piece, so it has a tie to Weber and Schubert. So it's kind of connection between Canadian contemporary music, American romantic music. Then we are going to perform Weber and Schubert between.